Okay, hello, welcome to Evolve with James. Um, how's everybody? Decided to wear like a flannel because it's September, semi-fall in upstate. Well, I don't live in upstate New York anymore, but I keep thinking I do in New York State. Anyhow, what I want to talk to this episode is uh, supposedly it's like Suicide Awareness Month, and I think that's something that people take for granted all over. I know there's a bunch of push like there's a bunch of like influencers that talk about how like men don't talk about things, and the suicide rate with men is super high. And that's 100% true. The reason being is, I think we, as men, like we keep a lot of shit inside, and I think when we talk about it, we don't feel it's when we do discuss it or do talk about it. I, f- I feel like most people don't feel like it's being recognized. Like it's just like it's kind of like a phase or something like that. I don't think people know, and then I think it's just different levels too. I'm not sure if I've been dealing with some shit. I had a pretty shitty injury like almost 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, and on my leg. So not being able to lift has really fucked with me. Um, Not to mention, like I have other things going on in my life that just are not optimal, have not worked the way I wanted them to, I guess. So that you guys are putting enormous amount of like pressure, like in my mind. I think I've been trying to like fix them somehow, and they're just not fixable. I have to just like accept things and just do whatever I need to do to be happy. And I think that's where a lot of people make mistakes. I think people they're trying to just correct this thing all the time, no matter what it is in their life, whether it's like a job or a child or a girlfriend, boyfriend, the gym not training not going well, like all these things. And like I think like the more we try to focus on it, becomes like this like tornado that you become inside. And a lot of it is like it's out of your control. For whatever reason it's not working or not going right, or things not working optimal. It's like there's only so much you can do about it. You can talk about it. You can it just nothing. There's comes a point where you just have to stop, and I think that is the hardest part. I think with people with depression issues, because we want to fix it, but there's got to be a point where you just stop and you're just like, okay, like I have to like regroup and go back to like just me and do whatever you need to be happy. And if that pisses people off or that whatever, that's what you got to do. I feel like I've had like a lot of disappointment in my life, like recently, with like people and things, and I said like my leg and just shit like this I can't control. And I've been good at fixing everyone else's injuries. I can't even fix mine. I can't even get an MRI, which fucking sucks. So like I have like this injury on my leg, and it's my knee, and now it's like it bruises more each day, and it's been like 12 days. It's the fact that I'm getting new bruising is just really strange. So I just have to like. So I'm drinking Grand Marnier right now. I think like sometimes you just got to say what the fuck. I mean, I wasn't going to drink because I had a meat plan, but I cannot do that now. And I think I'm going to a couple things I'm going to go back to like my old way of training, which is not how I coach people to train. It's very hardcore, and yes, I need to be on drugs. I need to be on like large amounts of testosterone, so like that. I'm gonna have to in order to recover from it. Not ridiculous like pro bodybuilder amounts, but I need to be on higher doses. It's a very, I think I feel satisfaction in it. It's a very like punishing workout, and I need to start writing again. Now that entails me being, like putting everything, like a lot of things on like second. I just don't feel like I'm getting what I'm giving in life in like all angles of my life right now. I just don't feel like it's reciprocated. And it's putting me in like this dark fucking hole right now. So it's been like this for a while, but it just gets worse and worse and worse. And then you have like an injury, and then it just becomes even fucking more obvious. Because now it's like I had one thing that I could hold on to, and I think that's a lot of people like end up killing themselves. They don't. Nobody sees this fucking coming. Like I'm gonna give an example. Like when I had a horrible marriage, my ex-wife. I kept thinking I could fix things. I kept thinking she was going to end up being the person she used to be, and it did not work. And we were together for like 6 years, and it was a fucking train wreck. And in the end, like, it's definitely both of our faults, but I blame myself solely. And I drank myself into a pit, quit lifting, which made it worse. And I just fucking like lost my mind for a couple of years, literally a couple of years. And I'm 47, I can't really do that anymore. When I see signs of me like going off the deep edge, I think I should take immediate action at that. And I just think that I think more people need to. I think especially if you're older, it's us seeing the signs. Now, someone might think I'm being harsh at this, but I think we kind of know. If you're to my age, or even 30, like if you have depression problems, you've seen problems go around, and you've seen like it's like cycles of it, and you see where like you keep trying to fix things and they don't get fixed, and then you start blaming yourself, and then you blame yourself for a while, and then you start to just like fucking downward spiral it. And it's weird because like I've been fucking stressed out for a while now, and I keep getting these injuries, keep having bad shit happen with like part-time job outside the gym, like things like things in the gym, like just people that I've trained for a couple of years, like I thought were that I cared about, like love like a child, totally fucked me over. It's fucking baffling, So I think that I just me continuing to fucking push forward is wrong somehow. Like I just need to regroup and just focus on myself, and that's not trying to sound selfish about it, but I think more people need to do it, and I think it's something that I'm going to need to do. I don't know what it's going to entail or how it's going to impact my life, but I think it's something I have to do. Just put myself first for a while until everything that I want and just positive to me in order to like push forward. I don't think, and I really think a lot of people need to do it. I think that when you're married, you have kids and a business, it's like people get in these positions, and I think they feel like they have to, because I feel that way. Like you have to bend a certain way, and your unhappiness has to just like keep fucking your happiness dwindling away because you're trying to hold on to a situation. And I think you need to, like if you can't fix a situation, at least like take yourself back to what made you happy and do that, and whatever will be will be. You know what I mean? Like you can't fucking coerce people into, what I mean? Like especially me, like I noticed like I tried to like almost like coerce people into like hinting like what makes me happy, what does this, or what where people should be, or like this kid Matt too, like this fucking kid I train, like tried to help him with his life, and he's got fucking off doing drugs, not doing shit right, failing school, like like and I took it personally when he like stopped lifting, like he's a mess, like I can't take that personally. We're in this fucking town where like the majority of people are pussies. I think we're too close to New York City, like being in Westchester. Nobody wants to fucking lift. They all want to fucking look like fags in front of a fucking mirror. Like there's this huge fucking gyms closing. I'm like, it kills me that I have like the best atmosphere for like any type of side of like all different types of like athletes in there, but it's just a real small circle, and I'm like, everyone's succeeding. Like I don't know if that they want to succeed. I don't know if people in this area give a fuck. I think they care about starving themselves, looking good on Instagram, never seeing people in real life. and then having some like fake life here. I mean, that's kind of makes sense. I mean, New York City, everyone's fake as fuck around here. The majority are liberal people, and I think they have this fucking skewed way of life. They don't see things for the way it is. And even conservatives, it's like I haven't. From the get go, I was very disappointed about me opening a gym, and the majority of people that I knew when I moved here, that I thought were going to come sign up, did not. It's just, I don't understand that. You're my friends. And not to mention, I opened a good gym. It's not like I opened like a shoebox. I don't understand that. It kills me. So I need to focus on my training and myself, and I'm still gonna take care of my powerlifting team. But other than that, like I have to kind of give up on the rest of the things. They're just not working in my life right now, and I think more people need to do that. I mean, it's not easy to do. It's not going to be easy for most people to put certain things and people on back burners. But if they're not making you happy, if they're not, it's like if you have an expectation and it's not, you're just chasing that. You're chasing something for no fucking reason. You're chasing a job you think you're going to get a fucking raise for, and it's never going to fucking happen because they're only going to hire promote a certain person, or they're only going to like hire from out the company someone like a BA or a master's degree, even though you've been there for a million years and the company better than everyone else. Sometimes shit just is the fucking way it is, and it's not fair. It sucks, and I feel like I've cycled through enough to know like when it's time for me to just focus on myself again. And I think I need to share that with people because I don't think people realize that it's a very small window of when you need to. I think people that are borderline suicidal, there's like a window of like when you need to jump and focus on yourself. And if you do not, you get sucked down with everything negative. It's when everything's not going your way, it's hard to look at anything going right. I'm sure there's positive things in my life, but I'm not seeing them at all right now. So the fact that I'm not, there's a problem. I need to change something in my life, 100%. And I'm sick of saying things. You can talk to people, or you can fucking speak to the fucking wall all you want. It's not changing shit in your life. I think people need to. I think somebody needs to do it, and then people will either bend, or your job will change, or your life will change, or it's very interesting. Like positive power thinking. I've been thinking about this for like weeks now, and I watched this episode like Joe Rogan with Hulk Hogan talking about some movie, The Secret. I never saw it, but he was talking about like the secret to like success in life. I think he has to do something like that where you have to just project yourself. Like, I'm not a very religious person at all. Most people know that. But you have to project something, and I think if everything around me, if everything around anyone is not working how they want, it doesn't look like it's succeeding. Nothing is, So I think if you do things that will work in your life, and do whatever what you need to do to find that success, then you start believing more in yourself. You start, what I mean? Like, I don't know, what I mean? Because like I'm like fucking, I hope every day my fucking leg wakes up and it feels up, and it feels a little better, but then I get like these strange bruises. I focus on this shit. Like my powerlifter's doing great. I got people strongmen in my gym. I got things that are like everyone's progressing. I've had people go there to lose weight, feel better because they had a job that wasn't working for them. Their knees were sore, and they felt better. So it's not like I'm not doing my part, and I just feel like people just give up. They don't give a fuck. People like to take the easy road. And I think me continuing to like push and hope for change is just fucking insane. Like I think people believe this country's got to change. Like we need a civil war. Nothing's going to change this country. I don't care who's fucking president. I don't care who owns, the House or the Senate. Like, what Republican, Democrat? We're in a fucking brink. You know what I mean? Like, nothing can get better. I just think, I think that people need to do like drastic shit to have drastic change. And every time I've had if I'm at a point, I've done drastic changes, and like things I've never gone backwards. I seem to go so like I think I need to make a big jump again. I'm not sure what yet, but whether it's writing or I don't know. You know what I mean? But I think I need to make a huge change in my life, because and I think like this. I'm trying to share my experience. I'm hoping people out there like somebody like I know there's other. I talk to people that are like have issues and stuff like that, and I'm saying this hoping that they understand. Like there is, like you have to just do it. There's no easy way to make a change when things are not working. So it's something you're just gonna have to fucking do. And I hope this, like people can always call me, like I think I've went through this enough to have like some help, or that I am like hopeful about it, and to talk to people about depression. And I've been down there. I've been suicidal. I've thought a lot of crazy shit in my life. So I think if anyone could, if anyone needs someone to talk to, they're more than welcome to call me. And my number is on the Instagram. It's easy to find to the gym and everything. I don't want to say it on here. Fucking who knows what. I mean, go fuck with me or something like that. Because I'm actually being serious about this. I fuck around a lot on here. I joke around a lot about shit, but I feel like this is something that it's not just me. There's other people, and I think that it's there's ways to help, and there's ways to make things better, make things work. Yeah, I mean, like I had a podcast yesterday with some guy that I somebody that didn't videotape my sound, like my voice, the whole entire thing. I had a horrible day. I melted down yesterday. Lost my mind about it. I shouldn't be in a place where I lose that. I have one thing like that happen, and I lose my fucking mind. You know what I mean? I let it ruin my whole fucking day yesterday. So when things like that are happening, you need to make some type of fucking change for sure in your life. I don't know. Like I hope everyone has a good Labor Day. It's Labor Day, man. It's Labor Day. I still have things to do. I got young kids to train tonight, and I have people taking their like last bench. A couple people missed it last weekend. One girl had COVID, another kid was out of town. So I got that, and then next weekend is the Strength of Heroes meet at IPA at John Medicine. So everyone's busted their ass. I hope they're well. I think I put it on myself when people don't perceive how I think they would be or how they think they would be. I blame that on myself. Or it could be 1,000 things. Like you could catch COVID the week before. You could, what I mean? Like shit happens, But I think I put a lot of it on myself, like a personal failure of myself. If things don't work, I think because I've been doing this so long. I'm like, if I fuck up, if someone fucks up, I think it's my fuck up. But yes. So thanks for tuning in, and I will hopefully be back very soon.